What's up guys, Justin here with the CGEssentials.com, back with another Blender add-on tutorial for you. So in today's video we're going to talk about Node Wrangler and how you can use it to quickly set up your PBR materials inside of Blender. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so one of the things that can get a little bit time consuming inside of Blender is setting up all of the different nodes that are associated with your materials. So as a lot of you know, when you set up your materials inside of Blender, a lot of the time you end up having to spend a lot of time connecting a bunch of different nodes from these different material maps into your actual material in order to get the results that you're looking for. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a way to use a built-in add-on for Blender in order to do this quickly. So Node Wrangler is basically an add-on that helps you work with nodes more quickly. And so you can find more information about Node Wrangler on the Blender documentation website, but it's now built into Blender and all you have to do is enable it. So the way that we're going to do that, and we can talk more about Node Wrangler in the future if you guys are interested, but you just want to go into your preferences, so edit, preferences, and then inside of your add-ons you want to look for Node Wrangler, and you want to make sure that you've enabled it. And so when you enable it, what this is going to do is this is going to give you a number of additional tools that you can use to do different things with materials inside of your nodes section in your shading tab. And so now what we can do is let's go ahead and let's apply a material to this half sphere. So the way that we're going to do that is we're just going to click in here to add a new principled shader. And so previously what we would have had to do in order to make this work is we would have had to take each one of these and then find the ones that we want, drag them in, hook them up manually, and so they start showing up in here, but they start showing up in here a little bit slowly, and you really have to do a little extra work in order to get them all in here. So what we can do instead using Node Wrangler is we can come in here and we can do a Control-Shift-T. So if you do a Control-Shift-T, what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to go find all of your maps at once. So I'm going to go into my USB drive, under my Assets folder, and find my material. In this case, this is a wall material that I've downloaded from Texture Haven. So that's a free material that you can download, so I will link to that in the notes down below. But basically what you do is you just select the maps that you want to bring in. So in my situation, right, I want to bring in the albedo, I want to bring in the displacement, the normal, and then the roughness. So we'll go ahead and just bring those in for right now. And so when you click on this button for principled texture setup, what that's going to do is that's going to bring all of these in automatically and hook them up. So if you look at this set this up with a mapping node over here. It also brought in your base color, so your material color, and it hooked that in. It hooked in your roughness. It hooked in your normal map with a normal map node, and it also hooked in your displacement. So basically what this has done is this has set up your complete material based on those maps. So instead of having to come in here manually and do that, what we've got is we've now got a complete material in here where we only had to do a couple clicks. So it's a huge time saver. And if you look at this, if you render this out, you can see how the material is going to render out properly. It's going to look the way that we want it to look. It's a really easy way to set up these materials. So one other thing you should be aware of is at the moment, I believe that this works by searching for different strings inside of your file name. So it's looking for things like albedo or NOR for normal or things like that. So if your image files have weird labels on them, like they don't have kind of the typical ones that you would see, and you can download like this material from Texture Haven in order to check. But if they have weird labels in them, this might not work. I would say for most standardized materials, this will probably pick up on this. But if you have an issue where this isn't linking these up properly, it probably has something to do with your file name, and you should probably start there. So kind of a quick tip today, but it's a huge time saver. So I recommend that you incorporate this into your workflow. It can save you a ton of time hooking up nodes in the future. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought, what you think about this video, and what you think about Node Wrangler in general. I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new Blender content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.